Welcome to the channel that proves even the pros mess up. From close calls to full-on chaos, today we're diving headfirst into the job site mistakes you weren't supposed to see. These aren't just DIY fails, we're talking real tools, real trades, and some seriously bad decisions. Let's get into it. Hauling up a stranded vehicle from the edge. No barricades, no warning. Then, a speeding truck appears out of nowhere, smashing through the scene and sending everyone diving for cover. Another operation unravels. As steel sheets are lifted from a flatbed, the crane's extension arm gives out, suddenly folding under pressure. The load slams back onto the truck, crushing both time and budget in an instant. A tire inflates, nearly rips his finger clean off. Like, subscribe and ring the bell, because it only gets crazier from here. These guys attempt a tight turn on slick concrete, but the slope gives way. One slides, the other follows, both struggling for control as a heavy bucket scrapes violently against the wall. It's a downhill dance with no room for error. Road workers rush to rinse down a row of cars after freshly sprayed tack coat splattered across the walkway and onto private vehicles. No tools, just urgency. Every second counts before the black layer bonds to the paint. High above the ground, a worker stands on the edge of an H-beam, guiding and swinging the pillar into place by hand. No harness, no room for error, just pure balance and nerves of steel. And when the right tool isn't available, improvisation kicks in. From balancing acts to clever ladder setups, these workers find bold ways to reach the unreachable. Meanwhile, up in a high-rise, another worker takes no chances, anchored to a harness, carefully balanced across a stairwell, doing it the right way. But not all improvisation ends well. One worker stacks a ladder on a rolling scaffold until it moves beneath him. The slip is sudden, the fall is real. Dozens of stories up, a painter stays focused, harnessed and stable as he coats the side of a towering building. But moments later, safety is tested. The suspended scaffold beneath another worker flips, leaving him hanging mid-air, supported by nothing but his lifeline. Not every job is high risk. Some are all about precision. Watch as a tiler nails a flawless edge fit, followed by another laying tile with total mastery. Then it's time to strip it all back. Old wall tiles come off fast under the bite of a hammer drill. Ever tried fitting a hydraulic line under pressure? This guy makes it look easy, until the next scene, where a loose coupler turns into a gusher. Then it's a DIY fuel refill gone wrong, straight from the container and all over the ground. And just when you think it's safe up top, a rooftop flood takes out every air conditioner. Glass installation isn't as graceful as it looks. One worker carefully positions a shower panel, only to have it shatter right in his hands. Then outdoors, a crane lifts a massive pane into place, until it snaps mid-air like it was never there. Tree cutting gone wrong, what should have been a clean fall turns into a full-blown disaster in seconds. A DIY cutting tool powered by a drill, what could go wrong? And while erecting a streetlight, one slip turns into a slap no one saw coming. And just when you think it can't get any worse, this next part proves otherwise. While carving through concrete, the slab suddenly snaps, machine gone, and the man nearly dragged into his end. A perfect drop steel rebar cage sinks smoothly into the concrete fill pile, locked and loaded for foundation strength. Tension builds on site, and one worker's had enough. Mid-shift meltdown. The wheelbarrow takes the hit. Can't say we've never been there. When machines tow machines, you know it's been a long day, but teamwork, no matter how heavy, still gets it done. With tires spinning and hope slipping, an excavator lends its might, but even teamwork struggles against gravity. The solution isn't muscle, it's precision. A hydraulic jack lifts the load inch by muddy inch. Sometimes the biggest hazard on site is boredom. These kids took playground a little too literally, inside a concrete mixer. And just when you think things can't get any more unpredictable, the site throws another curveball. But back to the heavy hitters, where every move counts, and every mistake leaves a mark. Mid-task, a high-pressure hydraulic line bursts. Oil sprays out like a geyser, halting operations in an instant. A crawler excavator edges down a steep decline, tracks slipping as the operator fights to stay in control. A concrete bit snaps under pressure and fires out like a missile. Blink, and you'd miss the danger. And just when you thought you'd seen it all, a rat makes a surprise appearance. Turns out the job site has more than one kind of chaos. From mechanical failures to uninvited guests, every site tells a story, and we're just getting started. When stone meets stone at just the right angle, friction ignites. Sparks burst out like it's metal on metal, but it's all rock. Now here's commitment. Ever seen someone try to carry a truck tire on a regular bike? Watch this. He balances the massive tire, attempts the lift, and boom, everything collapses. Bike down, tire down, and probably a bruised ego. But he's not giving up. He resets, tries again, slow, steady, muscles straining, and this time he nails it. Up on the bike, tire secured, and off he rides like nothing ever happened. What looks like a homemade ride turns risky fast. He ropes into an excavator, swings out like a roller coaster, then slams into the boom. Barely walks away. That was too close. Inside this welding workshop, routine sparks suddenly go rogue, igniting a flame right at the cylinder's valve. The welder panics, rushing to kill the gas and the fire before disaster strikes. Chaos breaks out as others rush in to help, seconds away from catastrophe. Down at the shoreline, this dump truck sinks fast while loading sand. The excavator scrambles to rescue it, but the riverbed wins. You don't see this often. A muddy battlefield where the wheel spins in full force, but the tire doesn't move an inch. The ground holds tight, mocking every rev like it's personal. This excavator's bucket goes head-to-head with a massive iron bolt, and the bolt wins round one. Blow after blow, the metal flexes but refuses to break. It's a raw clash of force and resistance, and a reminder that not every job gives in easily. You've just witnessed the raw truth of the job site, where power meets pressure, and one wrong move becomes an unforgettable lesson. This isn't TV. There are no retakes. Just real people, real tools, and the real chaos behind construction's clean finish. At Titanworks, we don't just show machines, we show the moment they matter most. The wins, the fails, the close calls that make your palms sweat. So if that hit you different, if you felt that adrenaline, that tension, that madness, then this is your crew. Smash that like button, subscribe to Titanworks, and ring the bell, because what's coming next, you won't believe what we caught on camera. Stay tuned.